Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, Alaska. Today we're gonna make some really difficult decisions. So, let's start. Couple of things. This brick firing kiln is gonna go. Okay, that's fine. First of all, guys, I really appreciate all your contribution with the comment section, and we're gonna discuss something right now. All of this can go... Let's go faster. Let's go faster, yes. First of all, I noticed that this factory here is full more often than not, so I'm gonna go and get a couple of more trucks, and I'm gonna assign them to a new line. Actually, it's old line, but it's not being populated yet. It's the line that is exporting livestock. We cannot assign it to a line that already exists, because line that already exists has a different types of trucks, and let me show you what I mean. So we have here livestock trucks. Where are you? Oh Jesus. Okay, here we go. This is a livestock truck. It only carries livestock. This is I never saw this before. Maybe I did, but I didn't pay attention. If I try to assign this this guy's route to any other vehicle that is capable of carrying livestock, it says must be a vehicle of the same type. I cannot assign it to any other vehicle because it's not the same type. I can go from the line as well. If I go to the, let's go, this is livestock exports where we have 4 of these trucks, and if I try to assign it to any of the lines, it doesn't work. So I have to have additional line for this, and this is what I did at the moment. I will set a couple of little construction projects for us, and I will discuss some other things. Actually, we can slow this down straight away. I agree with, especially Stats. Stats, thank you for commenting all on all our projects that we're having. This is amazing information you're sharing. I really appreciate this. Statistics there, all the stuff that you've shared, it's really good. I love it. Okay, now the problem. Well, no, this is not a problem. Yes, let's go with the problem. Since the beginning of this Let's Play, or at least since I started considering this carpenter's work shed, which is, my uncle was as a hobby, was a carpenter, and I know what a carpenter shed is. And this little thing, first of all, 5 people having 25 tons of boards, they might not be ideal, especially if you take into account that this building is built only out of boards and there's no metal parts, mechanical components, or anything like that. So I don't consider this to be too realistic, and I don't know, I believe I mentioned this in the videos in the beginning, and just to keep it a little bit more fun, I would like to go for something a little bit more realistic. This shed, I believe even the strongest mod lovers among you might have thing against this shed, because this is not the shed. This is carpenter's shed. It only is consisted of gravel and wooden boards. There's no tools in there. There's nothing. So I will consider to build the vanilla one. Vanilla sawmill. Here we go. This one has steel, it has bricks, it has boards, it has everything. It's gonna be it's not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be not cheap. Yes, this is how English, Pigeon English. Right, so we gonna remove some of this road, and I'm gonna place the vanilla one. We just have enough money to build it. I'm not gonna pay for it, of course, but you can take a rough estimate that it's gonna be similar to what you're gonna pay for the vanilla one. This is how much the parts and the rest of it is gonna cost. So let's go with this one. I will build it around here. We will be connecting this to a gravel road. Let our trucks construct this straight away on their own. So I'm gonna be removing a little bit more of this expensive gravel road that we paid, and that's it. One other thing, I would like to connect this with the city. So of course, there we go. Perfect. So we can start on this project here. Okay, this is more or less done from my part. Well, actually, other than that, I would like to start on some of the town upgrades. I think the paths should be perfectly all done. Yeah, not really all, but yeah, hopefully it's the only one left to be upgraded, but that's fine. So we have some projects running. we're gonna discuss two things now. We're gonna discuss our future industrial zone that is that's gonna involve coal and iron. Well, not really that much iron, but later on more iron. But I don't mind importing iron from other regions, other Soviet regions around here in Alaska. So we gonna be importing iron as much as we need. We'll see how it's gonna go, but I would like to start producing our steel. Okay, that being said, we're gonna play with the layout, and I'm gonna wait for your approval before, well, to your input. It's my approval, but mine is the last one. But I do appreciate your input on this. So we're gonna play with this idea. What we're gonna do, what other thing we're gonna do? We're gonna be expanding our town because we already don't have enough living space. So two things we're gonna discuss: expansion of our gravel industry, because Stats has been pushing, and he's right that this amount of gravel that we have now cannot sustain Alaska. At the moment, I believe that this is sustainable. Especially what I'm gonna do now is gonna implement a second gravel road to this single processing plant. So I'm gonna go for gravel imports here. I will just have to remove all the connections. I will call this, just to save time and because I'm a little bit lazy, we're gonna call this gravel 1. Hopefully at one point I'm gonna rename the other one as gravel 2. So we're gonna go here and gonna go to the same gravel processing plant. Okay, so we're gonna accept these changes, and you're gonna load quarried stone and you're gonna unload quarried stone, and both of those you should wait until loaded because they should be working automatically, both of them, and we should have enough workers working in this rock crusher over here most of the time. And of course I forgot another thing: we're gonna need to assign additional vehicle to this line, because in the other line we have vehicles actually waiting to be loaded, so we have too many vehicles queuing up over here. There we go. So this, oh right, and the big one, we're gonna go buy stationary vehicle that doesn't use fuel. It's gonna be constantly working, so if you think anything is a cheat mode, this is definitely it. But we're gonna be using it anyway because, I don't know, fun reasons, something, choose. But anyway, right, let's go back to town first, because I would like to start on expansion of some of the industries here, well, housing here. So we're gonna start with, let's say, with leveling this area here just a little bit. I'm thinking of 2 rows of these houses. I'm trying to align them as same as the neighboring house, like this. And this is not really leveling that fast. Probably our other excavators are busy. Actually, it's here we go. Yeah, because the bulldozer wasn't busy and they used the excavator as a bulldozer, because these American excavators are weird. You can use them as a bulldozer, but really crappy bulldozer. I can explain if you wish. I can show you. Yeah, so I can show you here at the vehicles. If we try to buy a vehicle, let's try to buy a vehicle. We have the excavators, and we need dollars, and then again excavators. You can see that these have bulldozer level 2, so they can act as a bulldozer as well, but only as a level 2, while actual bulldozers are level like 50,000 or something, over 9,000. Yeah. So they have these guys don't act as bulldozers. Well, bulldozers, they have like 27 level. So 2 compared to 27, it's well, I'm gonna shut up now. So what I'm gonna do is plonk a couple of houses here, and I'm gonna start on this project as well, so we can have all those people housed as soon as possible. Bear in mind that we have orders for this Alaska project to be by 1970 to have 50,000 people living here. Bear in mind that we have 2,000 people living at the moment. We're not gonna use any connections here. You're just gonna put it as it is. There we go. This looks like it's more or less parallel to each other, which is what I'm looking for. And then as feng shui as possible. And let me see, usually these spikes here, like roads from the houses, tells you how aligned this is. Okay, so now the Stats' favorite thing, when I show him this, his hair he gets tingles down his spine. So I'm gonna be fragmenting these roads like this. Why am I doing it like this? It's because this I can build one road and then wait for it to be built, and then connect side roads, because it's gonna be faster if I micromanage this by building one road. But I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and my brain doesn't work perfectly all the time, and I forget about this. So I just put it like this. It's gonna take a little bit longer time, but they're gonna start on these paths faster than I would do it on my own. So I don't mind them having a little bit more construction work like this. While the roads, I totally disagree with roads. I would like to do long roads rather than the short ones, and then we can build around them, which is exactly what we're gonna do over here. We're gonna start with our industry, which is not gonna be actually started straight away. It's gonna be started as, you know, about what do you think about it. So we had a couple of comments that these tiny industries are not realistic, especially, well, not really especially, some of them is like more limiting than others, which I'm not really aiming for. I don't want to limit anything, but first of all, it's tiny industries. I would like to go for coal production. Looks like here around the spike of R, where we have the end of the road here, is the more or less a cool area for mining, for coal mining. So if I plonk it here, you can't see anything. You can see a little bit. I think during the summer it's going to be better visible, all this. It's just confusing right now. So this is what I would like to start here. So we would have something like this mine, and then we're going to go for mods and go for factories, and we're going to have tiny processing plant. This is what I was kind of thinking from the beginning. And let's see, ironworks with rail. No, we need the coal, tiny coal processing plant. Now we have two of them here, one with rails, one without. The only problem I have with them is that this one requires a little bit more asphalt, the one with rails, a little bit more concrete, a little bit more gravel, but not more steel, interestingly enough, because if you have rails, you should have more steel. And I would also put to these buildings that they have to have electrical components, because rails have overhead wires, all of them. But let's start with the one. How much more difference in price are those? Minuscule. So I'm gonna use the one with rails, because I'm still... No, this is gonna be expensive project. I want to do it, you know, as efficiently as possible. So this is gonna be a second part where the coal mined, where the mined ore is gonna be transported to this coal processing plant. And then we would have a steel mill. Now this is a problem. Tiny steel mill is a little bit different than usual. One tiny steel mill produces 1.4 tons of steel by using 7 tons of coal and 7 tons of iron. So let's say it's 50 to 1, I think. No, 50. Something like that. So 50 times more coal and 50 times more iron in this mod. But well, in reality, it's not like that. I think they use... let's see. If we go to our vanilla one, would be steel production. Steel mill would have almost 10 times more coal and 4 times more iron. Let's say a little bit more than 4 times more iron than coal. So originally this steel mill should be using, for the amount of iron that it's using, it should produce more steel, but also should consume more coal. So this little tiny, and you guys commented in the comment section that this can be changed. At least some of you know how to change it. I don't, and I'm not gonna do it now. I'm not gonna change these statistics, and I'm gonna leave the mods as they are and use them as they are, of course with your not really blessing, because again it's my call, but because I would like to hear your input on this. So this is the idea. So we have the steel mill over here, which I would like to have. Let's see here. Even this direction doesn't sound too bad. I will probably have to use these conveyor belt connections, because I will have to import iron, and at the moment, as you can see, we don't really have a lot of railroad tracks. So this import of iron is gonna have to be with trucks. So what I'm thinking about is this: placing this steel mill over here, and having I don't want to have storage. No, I don't want to have storage for coal. And I know Stats again is just raging at the screen. Not raging. It's just saying that everything needs to be connected to storage areas, which I agree. But I don't want to plan such a big industrial park over here at the moment. I just want this steel mill to work at 100%, because if it works at 100%, we would have our over 500 tons of steel a year, which is significant, which is nice amount. So we need to get this iron and coal supplied as fast as possible, where coal is not going to be a problem, it's just across the street, while iron is going to have to be all the way from there. So in order to get this iron all the way from there, as I already mentioned, we're going to have, well, speedy roads that are well maintained. Okay, so let's do this. I will extend this path all the way to the end of the industrial zone that I have here, and I will be connecting this to the rest of the infrastructure. I don't even know where this is going. I don't even know where this road is going and where we're gonna cross the mountains, because somewhere we're gonna have to cross the mountains to get on the other side. There's a story behind that, but stay tuned to see what the story is. Okay, so what I was planning around here was something like this. So we would have the conveyor, so truck loading and unloading station. Because I don't really know if we're going to be using train for this, which I kind of hope we will. I have a lot of train projects that I would like to start on. I was thinking to do just this. Just to have this simple loading and unloading station. And I would like to, let's do this first as well. Let's do, before any of this construction starts, let's upgrade this path here. There we go. And and we're gonna have one coal truck, only one of them, transporting coal from here to here, just across the road. Fine. The second truck, we don't have to start on this. And the second bay here for unloading will be for all the iron trucks that we're gonna have here. Now that's gonna be a problem if we swamp this steel mill with iron. I'm thinking. Yeah. Having two different storage areas would be interesting, but look, there's another option. I can always tell this coal truck to go towards the steel mill directly and unload there, so it doesn't have to use here, just in case we have too much iron, which I don't see happening. I don't see happening that we're gonna have too much iron compared to coal, because coal is here and it's always going to be supplied, while iron is not. But anyway, we're gonna have to micromanage this if we decide for this layout. Now, this is where you come in, guys. What do you think? Is this something that is extremely stupid, or can we pull this off? If we can pull this off, we're gonna go ahead with this project. I will be starting on some of the roads here. Actually, most of the roads here. Why did I just do this? This is horrible. On these roads here, because in this industrial zone, let's face it, something is going to be here. We need to utilize more population from here. And yeah, that's about it. That's where I need your help with. What do you think? Can we utilize this? Do you think this is a smart idea to do? If you have any other suggestions, we can start mass imports. We can start. That's gonna be a little bit more challenging. If I start mass importing steel to build railroads to the border, by the way, I don't want to, like, I just want to point something out that I was thinking ahead in this game, where I placed these power cables, not really first, but I placed fields a little bit further, and I left a lot of space here for potential railroads, and only buildings that I'm not really sure about, I left them in the way. So just distribution, sorry, the vehicle depot, and I left the fueling station, which I kind of hate now because the way I designed it, it's people are using it as a fast pass to go to the right, because this is asphalt. And we have a bus stop again with a layout here I'm not really happy about. Probably what's gonna happen, this bus stop is gonna go across the street. Right. What else? Yeah, so if we do that, of course we have this storage over here, which is already becoming a little bit cramped. We have the ability to remove this storage, and then we have only this road where we can build bridge over it, and off we go to the world somewhere in some direction. We'll see how that's gonna go. And this is gonna cost, well, it's gonna cost steel, which I'm hoping that we're gonna produce on our own. It's gonna cost gravel, which can I, like, you know what railroads need. And the most important thing is going to be prefab panels. This is again the third thing I'm going to need. Actually, this is the first and the third thing I need your help with. Do you have any good prefab panel construction factory that constructs like a smaller amount of prefab panels? This would be really cool if we can, if you have any good suggestions there. So right, let's finish these projects that we started on, and let's see how the rest of it I'm gonna go. Okay, you see this? These guys here are doing bang up job, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna straight away speed everything up a bit, and I'm gonna go and continue constructing these paths here. I'm hoping that there's no truck going around to deliver the rest of the gravel here. Just let them work away. Okay, this shop is a little bit worrying because let me see how many trucks do I have assigned here. We have only one food distribution truck, which is a little bit worrying because this is they are consuming a lot more food these days. Right, I think I have an issue with this wood truck. I think I told this wood truck to go to the road cargo station and then to the other sawmill that I destroyed. I'm kind of hoping that we're gonna finish this sawmill before we need anything else. Sorry, any other boards here. I'm just thinking if this can be sped up at all. They need, there we go, they need only 0.36 tons of gravel to finish this. Gravel, again, is not a problem, it's the truck issue. Going back to the truck issue, this is bothering me a lot. I know that I can shrink this, but it's bothering me that we don't have... No, I can just shrink this. I was thinking of getting 2 more dumper trucks to this construction office, but I still think I might leave it as it is. No, I think we should get more dumper trucks. This is gonna speed up a lot of projects that we already have, so a couple of dumper trucks, here we go. So let's go with a dumper truck here, and let's choose the different color, again to be the same color scheme as the ones we have, and 1 and a 2. Okay, now when we select this, it's gonna be fully populated and it's gonna be more visible, so we can scroll down and be happy about little things in life. Okay, I don't like this gym. It doesn't have enough windows. I know that it doesn't have to have a lot of windows, but I think the mod quality, not quality, that just more windows, you know, would be nicer. But it doesn't matter. I already said to the Raytheon that we need this from this type of mod. We need something sauna or something that would be considered under a gym. So yeah, we need that. I think I missed one. No, everything is upgraded now. I'm gonna do some rebuilding of this area because first of all, the bus stop cannot be constructed. I cannot upgrade their paths here whatsoever. These paths cannot be upgraded more than mud, which is okay. They can stay mud, but the problem is that if I try to upgrade it, they will never get the workers to finish this road because the bus station will be blocked. So that's a problem. So we gonna be redoing the town center at one point. Nothing spectacular. It's not gonna be expensive. It's just gonna be fixing some little things that I did, some little issues, but it's not gonna be anything major. So let's continue upgrading these paths here, at least in this area where we don't have a lot of traffic. So at least it's gonna be, what's the word I hate? Future-proof, yes. So it would be future-proof. So what do we do next? We do the houses here. So houses are already being constructed. Boards are still not needed. How you doing? Come on. They need a lot of concrete, and yeah, it's not gonna be in time for these houses, but I'm perfectly fine with this. We're not in that much of a rush. I think we're gonna have enough boards for like 2 houses or something. 29 tons, so we need 60 tons of boards. We have 52 tons of boards here, and we have on this truck additional 37 tons of boards. Okay, that's a lot of boards. That would be 80 tons of boards, practically 3 houses we can build with this. That's fine. That's gonna offset the population, which is increasingly growing. We have 38 people living with their parents. Even one of these houses is not gonna be enough. Oh, look at this, I missed this one here. So let's construct these paths as well. Yeah, I think the rest of the stuff here, we need a couple of tons of gravel, 16 tons, that's 3 trucks, concrete, and 16 tons of asphalt as well. Let me see how our industrial area is doing. Okay, so let me repeat the question. Do you want us to build this kind of industrial zone, or should I work with something bigger, more realistic, whatever you think? Whatever you think, what is with this zone? Are you liking this or not? Second question is the prefab panels. Prefab panels, cement, we can import cement, that's fine. Gravel, we have our own. I can implement, this is going to be the second question, which I missed in the middle. It's going to be expansion of this gravel, the amount of gravel we have. So, what do you suggest we do? So the processing of this gravel is one thing, and supply of the rocks is the other one. So quarry stone. So processing, let's address this. For processing, there's two ways we can go about it. We can implement more of these rock crushers, which each of them has 8 tons of gravel a day productivity or production, which is decent. So we can implement conveyor towers, and we can implement the 3 crushers at the same time, which we can scale up and down, well, mostly up. We can construct 2 of them initially and then put a third one if we need to, which is probably going to require third gravel mine. The second option is there's it's not a version 2 mod. In factories we have the I lost it now. We have this gravel processing with turnaround. So this is a normal gravel processing with a normal statistics like vanilla one. It's just not stupid as vanilla. Why am I saying that vanilla is stupid? Because of all of these trucks waiting in front and, you know, being all, you know, it's vehicles blocking each other. So we can go for this big one that is practically 10 times the size of this one. It has additional kind of capacity attached to it because it has internal capacity of 145 tons of gravel. Or we can go for the smaller quarried ones. So we can have 3 of these, which don't have any buffer, but they're much more affordable, and running 2 of them will practically just double our gravel production. And when we have to go further, hopefully we're gonna use the money for something more profitable. You know, like, I don't know, constructing railroads and maybe having even railroads exporting these products that we are producing here, like food. I can have an easy, short railroad line that is going to be connecting this with the border crossing and exporting with one train both livestock and the foods. That sounds like a utopia, right? Well, it's not that complicated. I mean, like, look at the distances here. We need just a railroad construction office, railroad depot, and approval from Soviet Union that we can, you know, start doing this and see if we can get any donations or anything like that for our railroad project. Okay, what else? These houses are not feng shui. When you start placing them, they look all, oh yeah, it's nice, and then soon as, yeah, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Right, so the workers here are not a problem. We already have more, not really, but we almost have more people waiting for houses than actual houses. This is progressing okay. This one requires a lot of gravel and asphalt. This is where the problem with the delivery of this gravel is. Yeah, I'll probably slow this down just so we can finish these 2 buildings first. This building is gonna provide us with homemade coal, which is perfect. It is going to be homemade heating. We're not going to be importing coal. So that means couple of 2 more trucks less on the border crossing. Plus we're using our own people and our own industries to create coal. And this has enough coal production for our heating plant, which brings us to a second point where I would like to have the brick production from, maybe even in those small kilns, but that's going to be a little bit trickier because those kilns... It's not going to be trickier, it's just going to put a strain on this coal production that we have here. But it's not a problem, the band's going to make it. So, yeah, these are kind of, this should be priorities, not really the houses or the roads. Oh, here we go. Welcome, welcome, new tenants. Right. new people. These are the young people, most of them with college degrees. 400. We have 735 workers here. We started with 500. Bear in mind, we had 1,000 births, 127 deaths, and education skyrocketed. Like the majority of our workforce is college educated. I know. It's not realistic and stuff. But let's explore. Oh, right. No, don't go all of them there. There we go. Okay, they're equalizing now. So I'm just gonna do these researches just because we can at the moment. Okay, this is requires more asphalt, gravel, and workers and machinery and all that stuff. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Oh, right. How is gravel doing again? I forget the main things we are placed on this earth to do, and that would be the upgrades of the roads here, paths and stuff. So I'm gonna start on those as well, and this one here as well. Yeah, let's do bit by bit. I want to finish this before the sowing season, at least this intersection here, and that should be, well, hopefully fine. I already see when I'm gonna be placing these railroads that we're gonna have to redo the road as well, but I mean, like, what do we do with problems in this on this channel? We sweep them under the rug and forget about them. Yeah. That was a coffee time. Okay, oh, signal, right, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. We already have, okay, that's only one house done. Oh, second one, perfect. How many people living with their parents? 26, so we already housed all the people here. And let's check their walking distance. They can walk everywhere. So, except that this village club here is already at 350 meters, so that means that these houses might be... Yeah, I think one more row of houses can be placed here, and then we're gonna have to consider additional entertainment, public transport, or something like that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so what do we have here? Again, they're not getting anything. And here... Oh, right. Ooh, wow, you'll require a lot of bricks. Okay. Right. So they require a lot of bricks. That means that we're gonna have probably brick truck going to the border and importing more bricks. This would be... We're working on it. Okay, I don't see it, actually. No, he's away. He's probably just loading on the border, but it doesn't matter. The band's gonna make it. Gravel ones. Oh, we're actually shrinking on the gravel. We do have a lot of big projects happening with the gravel-wise. You can see these big roads here and big roads here. That's all big project, big business. What else? Yeah, alcohol, pub. The pickled pint is not doing well. We're not importing any alcohol for people here. Or can we say that everybody decided to be sober? Like at this point or something? Yeah, maybe they decided to be sober. Okay, spirituality, and people are without a job. Food. Again, you see that we have an issue with food supplies. I mean, like, we have food, but it's not doing that well. I think I'm gonna have to have a second truck delivering food over here. I was thinking about bigger truck, which is probably the best solution, but I noticed that the bigger trucks interacting with this building are causing a little bit of an issue. They don't actually connect to the building, they kind of they get stuck in a loop, and until the other truck left the building, which is in this case meat truck, they don't actually clear the parking space and they don't start unloading. So I'm thinking that it would be better if we had a second smaller truck for these deliveries. Let me see where this one is. Yeah, I'm looking at you, or looking for you, and I can't find you. Here we go. He's coming in, and it's a little bit close. It's a little bit on a close side. It's not like we're missing food. It's just the infrastructure and the roads and stuff, which we're working on. Okay, how are we doing with kilns? Kilns are being finished. Everything has been imported. All the materials are here. This one, again, still requires dumper trucks, so I'm kind of hoping by the end of this episode we're gonna have this done and dusted, but, you know, again, problems everywhere. Right. Do we have any dumb? Look at this. Only cement mixers and one crane are here, and this. Well, this is for electronics and mechanical components thing. Everybody else is working like crazy. Well, at least we have some of the roads upgraded. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, what's the next step? Next step would be, right, so planning. If we're gonna go for the gravel processing, we would go for something like this. I would go for a plan like this. I did a little bit of testing, and this is a definite possibility. So we would have something like this. 3 rock crushers, 1, 2, and 3, connected to a conveyor tower, 3 into 1, and then connected to another conveyor tower, 1 into 3, and then this conveyor tower, one of them will be storing rocks here, and probably I would create additional storage for gravel here, which will be distributed towards a cement plant, towards railroad construction office, towards prefab panel production, and all that stuff. Of course, this is going to cost a lot of steel as well, which kind of this would be solving this problem where we're going to be producing our own steel. So this is why currently I'm kind of wanting to invest into steel production, even though these mines and conveyor belts are going to be big hit on our finances. Only this conveyor belt is 15 tons of steel, which is more than, well, any other single building we have here. So this is going to be like 50 tons of steel at least in these 6 buildings, 6 projects we have here. Of course, this is not a time buying scheme. This is just me wanting to have a normal infrastructure before we actually dedicate ourselves to a project. Which again, guys, tell me what you think about this. Is this something that we would like to do? Okay, another project I was thinking about would be, let me see if I have this. So I subscribed to a mod a while ago. It's a tram mod. Tram mod would be tram construction, and let's see here, railroad construction office. I don't think this is it. Maybe it is. And then we have railroad depot, train depot. Yeah, I think these two, yeah, I think this might be it. So we can start on a little bit of a public transport network here. So we can create a circular tram line around here. So tram line would be just around these houses, and tram stops or train stops from this set would be in the corners here. Let's say this corner and this corner, and then we can have a tram line going near this industrial zone here, and used and as a public transport as well. Or we can do something different. I can build a train line through the city and have station over here and station over here, and we would have, well, station over here is going to be somewhere a little bit uphill, because I don't know how big city will grow here. We're gonna stick to these buildings as per your comments, guys. We're gonna stick to these type of buildings, which is fine. I will be mixing them up. Closer to the industrial zone we go, I will go for smaller houses and lesser quality houses, because air quality near those steel mills, it's not gonna be the highest, I have to tell you that. Right. Okay, what else do we have? We have a couple of these road projects. Let's stick to... Okay, is this just me, or we're like... Or Mr. Stotts is actually right that we're gonna have a little bit more pressure on our gravel system. We are still, the biggest problem we have is, well, in this case it's just lack of trucks. This is a second thing we're discussing in a comment session. So even he said he has a really nice tactic to it, and while I'm not fanboy, I'm just exchanging the really good information here. The technical services, for example, wintertime, these technical services, this is absolutely not needed. These farms can rest until the next season. I wanted to say some other words, but they can rest. and we don't need these roads cleaned. This is also something that I think it would be really nice that we can assign manually, the roads that need to be cleaned. Can we do that? I don't think we can. But you know, for example, I would like only these main roads here, this one road through next to the fields, around this industrial area clean, and around this industrial area clean. And then we're gonna need additional. Oh right, I forgot. Oh no, I didn't forget. We need these roads finished. You guys suggested also the petrol station, gas station for this, and oh yes, no more snow. You suggested this industrial area should have a petrol station. This is what I was thinking about, having a petrol station somewhere between this industrial area and this one here. So somewhere around here, hopefully within electricity range, but actually we might be able to start with this. Let me just check how much will this cost. 4,000 rubles, that's not a lot. So around 4,000 would be one of these gas stations. Oh, I removed so many mods from my mod folder, it's incredible. So I will go for the gas station. So this is also, the layout is a little bit wonky now, so I'm not really, it's more or less the same. So 4,000. I think I like the vanilla one more than this one. We have this small gas station here as well. Again, maybe somewhere within electricity range, but bear in mind that we need to place electricity over here as well, so we're gonna have more electricity source. But look, this is not bad. Actually, you know what? I might start on this straight away. Maybe in this direction, just because I would like them to have. Oh, right, don't build this. We need to build this ourselves. But look, let's. I'm gonna leave this for the next episode. I'm gonna wait for you. Actually, yeah, I'm kinda indecisive here. I think we're gonna need a petrol station here, a proper one. And also, please remind me to connect it to the. Yeah. Okay, this is done and dusted. The only problem is if sometimes buildings say that they are in electricity range, but then decide later on, nope, no dice. In this case, I think this should be okay. Okay, how are we doing here? We're doing quite well, but we just opened a new project here. Luckily, it's not too long. And what do we have here? We have kilns. Okay, we can start on this. I'm gonna lower the amount of workers here because initially we're not gonna need a lot of them. So I'm gonna go for trees. We need trees. We need felled tree capacity. For big capacity is the imperative here. So I'm gonna go for this one. This is the. Let's go for a nice color, blue. There we go. Blue truck. You're gonna go over here and just deliver wood over here. That's it. Load felled trees. Wait until loaded. Unload. Oh, sorry. Here. Wait until unloaded. Felled or trees, and that's it. This one is gonna be the most important. He's gonna be delivering wood from here to here. You can see soon, in few seconds. Even this one is gonna be done soon. In few seconds, we're gonna have this wood being used in large quantities. Do we have a question mark anywhere now? Because of these boards and stuff? Because we constructed a lot of houses, and this guy here, no, he just doesn't know what to do. We don't have any more boards here, and does this need boards? Yes, you do. Okay, so we have a problem where I'm gonna have to go back to importing boards. That's fine. You're just gonna go here and you're gonna be loading and boards, wait until loaded, and then here wait until unloaded. Unfortunately, this is how the cookie crumbles, and we're gonna have to go back to this one. I probably should have waited for this to be constructed, but look, we need housing for people, and as we talk, we already have another full house of people, house of people full to be, well, housed. So I'm going to continue expanding our infrastructure here. You can see that they have access on both sides for this project. So I'm going to go and start on this one here. This is going to be fine. And I'm going to go start with the last segment of the road here. Gravel wise, we are quite low. But the road here, you can see here where the bottleneck actually is. That would be around here. What I'm thinking about this, because this is working hard, and I'm pretty sure pretty sure it's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna need to expand this project. We're gonna have to expand the project of gravel, and this was needed. It's a small bottleneck at the moment, but these are the projects that we need to do. So what I wanted to focus on was the industry in the future. In the future couple of episodes, which doesn't require a lot of gravel, so we would be okay with the supplies we have. But like I said, this is the second thing that I need to. So first question: do you think that this layout here would work? What do you think about that? Should we go ahead with this industrial area? Plus, I'm gonna get electricity hoses here. Second thing is the gravel expansion. Do we go for a big one, which is gonna be, if we go for a big one, it might actually stop us from building the industrial complex there, while the small one is gonna take a little bit longer to expand, while we can still have gravel processed all the time. So it's a double-edged sword. It's a lose-lose situation in any case. But anyway, with this thing, I can cut this road that we just freshly paved, connect it to this gravel, and then have 3 rock crushers constructed at the same time while this is all working. So this construction of the rock crushers will not affect us, but construction of conveyor towers will. Tell me what you think in a comment section. So this is the second question. What was the third question? I forgot. The third question was about, yes, the prefab panel factory. Do you have any good mods? I checked and there was nothing spectacular. I have a couple of mods. Some of them are kind of modern looking. We can check here. So we have vanilla one. Vanilla would be prefab panel factory, as we have it here. This is 71 tons of prefab panels. And then we have what I have at the moment. I'm considering some others as well. Let's quickly just run through the mods. I might hopefully not miss it, but let's see. Right. Nothing here. We have concrete. I'm going to need to remove these mods. They are just unrealistic. We have mechanical components here. We have another gravel thing there. Clothing, mechanical components. Okay, this is annoying. And here we go. We have a gravel processing plant. That's Mr. Toprus. We have this is concrete again. Like, none of these buildings that I just said, oh yeah, we have the prefab panels and stuff. We actually have at least 2 that I can remember. There should be, this is Mr. Rob's. It's absolutely enormous prefab panel factory. Something for the end game. And then we have then we have absolutely the last model I'm gonna choose is this one, 44 tons. So this is the smaller, or the smallest model we have. What is the price on this one? 70,000 rubles. This would be price, and this one doesn't. Well, wait. Does it? 70,000 rubles. What about vanilla one? Vanilla prefab panel factory would be right. Probably should have. Here we go. Prefab is 45,000. Actually, this one is bigger production and costs less. So this is probably something I would like to go with. This is storage space, and let's see materials that are needed to be constructed. Steel, bricks, mechanical components. Why does it say 0 tons? Does it mean that we have 0 tons? No. Okay, and then we have the vanilla one. I don't even know what I'm checking here, but vanilla one requires, well, this doesn't require a prefab factory, that doesn't require prefabs. This is the important part. So this small panel factory has a lower production than vanilla one, and it has probably even more workers. No, 40 workers. This one is more expensive. I think I will like to go with vanilla one, but I would like your opinion on this as well. So do we go for small one, small factory here, which has a smaller layout, or do we go for a vanilla one? So, oh, right, I thought we missed something here. Or do we go for a vanilla one, which is the, I think it's a little bit bigger layout, a bigger factory, but it costs less. It has a little bit more people that need to be working there, and it has a bigger production. So I'm open for both. Like, I never used the other one, the modded one. I'm 100% happy to use the the modded one. I'm not sure where we're gonna place it. Probably somewhere around here, because we're gonna have to have cement trucks delivering cement, and then we're gonna have to have gravel. Ooh, right, then I'm gonna have to have gravel, so it's gonna be around here. But this is gonna be small things that we're gonna be doing around here, is redesigning the industrial neighborhood here. These roads are absolutely in the way, but these are just a placeholder paths, paths that we're gonna be that we're using just to deliver people to work. This, we're gonna have stuff here. We're gonna have stuff here. Maybe a brick factory. Maybe I don't know. A brick factory is probably better around here in this forest, because I would like them to share the coal distribution from here. So we'll see how that's gonna go. And what else? This is something I would like to move as well. This storage area. It's not in the ideal place. Do you have this issue as well? I mean, chatting in the comment section with you guys, I have an issue. I don't plan too far in the future. I plan in the future, for example, a year or 2 years, but you can see already that we are in some places lacking being smart. So in this case with me, I built this heating plant here, even though they have entrance here with they don't really need conveyor belt. I think it would be nice for them to have conveyor belt, because we're gonna be sharing coal resource with potentially now with the brick factory. That would be probably just a small brick kiln initially, but just so we can offset initial imports of bricks, which is not extreme. And do you have the same problems like I do? This planning, for example, where I'm kind of cutting myself off all the time. I don't see the big picture in 5 years. I can see it in a year where I want to be, but as soon as we get to that place, we already have to grow. You're kidding me that they have 11 people. Incredible. I'm pretty sure that these people are on the other side of town. I'm just gonna confirm this. And we are lacking behind with the infrastructure. Here we go. These are the over 21s living with their parents. What I'm gonna do is transport some of these people here on the other side. So clear some space in these buildings so they find a home. But we are already behind on this. We already have to expand our... did I say that this one is barely... Yeah, this is not going to be the problem, because when we create additional paths, I think this is going to be much closer. For example, when I build this path here, I'm still not sure what I'm going to build here. I was thinking about small houses. We need a kindergarten as well. We're going to need several kindergartens, because look at this. We have unemployed people 175, which actually it's not true, because crap load of people don't go to work because of the kindergartens. Actually, this crap load of people, it's not true, because it's only 1 or 2 here and there as far as I can see. But here we go, we have 3 over here. I think it is quite few people require kindergarten. I was thinking of building 2 of them, but we don't have a big need for workforce. Our workforce is fine. You can see the coal is being produced, and straight away I'm going to tell you this. We have 2 of these trucks with coal imports. I'm going to straight away go for this, because this customs house, off you go. Actually, no, cancel. So first I'm gonna have, because I wanted this one to be first, so customs house now can go, and here you're gonna go and load and wait until loaded. Actually, don't wait until loaded, because if it's blocked, the truck won't be able to deliver everything that they need. Anyway, so this is gonna be coal production. Sorry, this is gonna be loading coal, and wait until unloaded. This is it. There we go. New supply of coal. Homemade charcoal kilns producing 5 tons of coal a day. This heating plant consumes 2 tons of coal per day at maximum capacity, and during spring, summer, and all that good stuff, it's obviously less. And again, I failed to upgrade all these paths. I'm sorry about that, but I have no explanation for this. Sorry. Gravel-wise, we're recovering. All the projects are more or less finished. I will slow this down and slowly end the episode. We still have quite a few minutes to go, but we have a lot of stuff happening here. And you can see what I said initially, that we're gonna have problem with the wood. What I'm gonna go back to basics, and I'm gonna go for different types of trucks. I'm gonna go for different types of trucks. Actually, I'm gonna go for this bigger one as well. Let's go for a different color. There we go, silver one. So we're gonna have bigger ones. This is Praga trucks. We have the smaller gas ones, but we have now 3 of them, and they're gonna go and get the trees. Go get the tree, get the tree. Right, and now we have sawmill here, and we have our own wood once again. And please don't tell me that he already loaded up on wood. And of course, he already loaded up on wood, but I'm gonna tell him to go here and load again with boards, and we're gonna remove the border crossing from his list. So, oh crap. Right, no. So you need to go to sawmill and then remove this one. Right, because it's not a line. You go from sawmill to here, and then customs house need to be removed, and unload, and wait until unloaded, and just select the boards as planned. So wait until loaded with boards, wait until unloaded with boards, and that's it. He can wait, just go to cargo station first because you're full of wood. There we go. So we have our own food logs production. We have coal deliveries directed to our charcoal kilns that are producing our own coal. At the moment, I can give them more people working here. I think we're gonna need them, so I'm gonna put more people to work here. How far are you from the houses? It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Continuing on, we can do a little bit of something. Since we have heating plant over here, these charcoal kilns are not too big. What we can do, I can start to upgrade some of these paths. So for example, 2 of these. What else I'm gonna do here is maybe plan for these charcoal kilns to have their offices over here. So, sorry, not charcoal kilns, but the brick producing kiln. So that would be something, this brick firing kiln. This one needs 2.5 tons of coal to produce 3 tons of bricks, and that's a day. This is a little bit more than usual. If I build it close to here, I think workers will be able to go to work from here. The only problem I have with this is, just let me not connect it to anything. I will set it to be constructed ASAP. But let me see if we have some decent storage, this small storage for bricks, so at least bricks can be piled up here, so stats won't kill me because I didn't place the storage facility next to this one. Oh, perfect. Absolutely stunning. We have storage facility that can be connected here. I only built it here because it's close to other coal requiring structure. So obviously this one doesn't have conveyor belt connected to it, so we have to deliver coal directly, which is fine. And also we don't need conveyor belts feeding into them. 2 trucks delivering this coal is perfectly fine. I'm thinking that I will need 2 trucks delivering this coal as well, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it, when this is done. So hopefully now we're gonna have board self-sufficiency, brick self-sufficiency, which is gonna require 2 trucks going here a day, I think, because bricks will be consuming more. Coal. The other problem we have is currently storage of boards. Not that kind of problem, stats. Sorry, it's storage of. We need to fill in this storage. As soon as we fill this storage in, we're gonna have backlog of boards, and all the extra wood is gonna be stored here, and at the same time transported to our charcoal kilns. This truck here is, yeah, I'm gonna let it load here and wait, because I'm not planning to do anything with this wood anymore. The only truck being here is gonna be this one, V3S. We have, oh, petrol station is done. How much time do we have? We have time. Petrol station is done. We are still, or gas station, we are still using small one. Where's the big one? This is the other small one. Okay, let's do this. You're gonna be assigned just to this fuel station. Go here, and Galask gas station. Yes, that's the one. and you remove this one from there. So here you're gonna go unload, and how many spaces they only have? Oh, they have 4. I'm actually interested in this. Can they actually, you need to go there and wait until unloaded, and fuel, of course. So that's it. This is fuel imports. We have a truck going here, wait until loaded, and then here wait until unloaded with fuel, and yeah, this can be here. What I can do here is do a little bit of house cleaning. So we have this one, and this is gas station. Galas gas station. Okay, so we know what this is. We have no. It needs to be fuel first, because I usually. Please have enough space. Yes. Fuel, and then we're gonna have the other one as well. This is escape. We're gonna have fuel distribution. This is a big tanker going to 2 different farm and the other one. So we're gonna have the fuel distribution. There we go. Usually I'll start the names with the whatever the product is, even though you have icon of the product. Not always, because for example here livestock, when you have only single one, you cannot say what they're transporting. Or for example this one here, this is the what the hell are you? Oh, this is the meat imports. So this is meat imports, for example, and you cannot really choose meat distribution. Meat distribution, because I need to know what the vehicle is. At least it's kind of cleaner. If you have alphabetically, you're gonna have all the fuel trucks, all the. You can assign it by city or something, but you know, this is food distribution, and I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that this yes, this is the food distribution is gonna require another truck, because I can see actually they're growing slowly. No, they're gonna need another truck. And no, I'm gonna leave it for now because I'm gonna end this episode now, but we're gonna continue in the next one. So again, what do you think about the industrial area? What do you think about gravel production? I'm kind of leaning towards the 3 of those, because we can scale it up and down. And actually we already have over 100 tons. Maybe I'm gonna pull this one away. And the next one was the prefab panel factory. Which one do you prefer? Vanilla one or the modded one? Modded one is more expensive, less production, but I don't care. Or do you prefer vanilla one, which is cheaper, bigger production, but uses more workers? Doesn't really matter, but it's bigger. Bigger and better is the vanilla one, and the modded one, I never used it. We can all together try to find out positive and negatives about it. Anyway, if you like this video, like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it. Comment section, hit it, let me know what you think. I always consider everybody's opinion, so thanks for everything. See you in the next one. Bye bye.